Elena.
Now on Bounce, Brigida, the Union County Sheriff's Office made history this year when it promoted its first African-American female employee to sergeant. Want to introduce Sergeant Dee Allen to you tonight. Thanks for coming on the show.
Hi, thank you.
Really appreciate you being here. A great accomplishment. We'll get more about that a little later. But how did you get your start in law enforcement? You see shows like Blue Bloods over on WBTV, and it's like a whole family of law enforcement officers. Was that kind of how you got started?
It was. It started out as a joke. My father's been in law enforcement for about 17 years. He retired from the sheriff's office, and it was a joke. When I came home from college, which I was enrolled at Winston-Salem State, I would come home in the summer times and do some intern and work at the sheriff's office.
Right.
So he made it seem like, you know, if you're going to come home this summer, you'd better get a job. So that's why I started.
All right, and where are you from?
I'm from Wingate, North Carolina.
Wingate, North Carolina. You're locally raised here. So how long have you been in law enforcement now? 22
years.
22 years. That's
yes,
a long time there. Who do you credit for kind of impacting your career other than your father?
My brothers. I was mother. She's a teacher. Different church members, family members, friends I credit that too.
There's so much going on with, I guess, law enforcement these days, but there is a lot of pride in being a law enforcement officer, is there not?
That's correct.
Okay.
That's correct.
All right, now the biggest lesson that you've learned over the years, that's a lot of years, so I'm sure there are maybe a couple of lessons.
I would learn just that keep your mind set on what you want to accomplish, and that's what's helped me out. I never gave up in anything I put my mind to, any accomplishments, and it paid off.
Yeah.
To today.
So no obstacles along the way, or a whole lot of,
yes.
I just saw your face, a whole lot of obstacles. There you are right there.
Yes.
Some pictures of you there. This when you became sergeant?
That's correct.
Okay.
That's correct.
But tell me some of the obstacles.
Being a female is that's probably the most obstacle I've had through the career. We didn't have, when I started, it was very few. I started when I was 20. Just being honest, it's a male-based career,
right?
And I had to prove myself, and you know, I've never boasted. I was humble with everything I've received. I never boasted about anything. I just did my best and gave it all my heart, and
it paid off.
It paid off, yes.
What advice would you give to a young lady, maybe in high school or maybe coming out of college, that's thinking about a career in law enforcement? As far as longevity is concerned, what would you tell them? What take one or two quick thoughts?
I guess my main thought was just keep your mind set on it. I mean, you might have some bumps and bruises in the career, as far as it might not be your time to make promotion, or it might not be your time to make from jail to patrol. Just don't give up. Just keep, and I always used to say, it's with God on my side, it's my time. So I never swayed from that.
Sergeant now, any future goals? Captain, what's next?
Well, I have quite a few people at the sheriff's office that's telling me, go ahead and make another history, be the first lieutenant and captain in Union County. I'm the first sergeant female ever in Union County's history. So
I guarantee you can do it.
Right,
thank you so much, and love your attitude.
All right, thank you.
All right, Sergeant Allen. Brigida, back to you.
Such a great story. Thank you so much for sharing.